So, I've come to Colombia to prospect on a friend's farm. He owns 450 acres here in a promising gold area. And so we're going to go down into that river down there and see if we can find some gold here. And if there's gold here, then we can work out how to process it and do it more efficiently later. Right now, we just need to prove that there is gold so that it's worth coming back for a second trip and making some real profit out of this. So, we have to walk down that hill up behind me, all the way down there. We're going to lose about 500 feet of elevation, I think. And when we get there, I'll show you what we find. So after a 45-degree hike, here we are down at the river. It's beautiful, but is there gold? Let's find out. So first thing you do on a river, you've got to get samples of where things are and if there's any gold here at all. So like always, we take our can or scoop on that spiral, we find a spot in the river, behind this rock here, we dig out some dirt and see what we find. I can find. And you go to a creek and you'll find even expensive gold, there's probably not any gold in the creek. Doing what I'm calling doing these videos, any pans you show you some gold. Maybe tiny specks. You go to a couple pans and you find that it's probably just something there. So you have a disappointment, but on the other hand, the beauty of gold prospecting is that even if you don't find anything, you still have some of the most beautiful environments on earth. You're going to go to some of the greatest places and see beautiful things there is. So, even though we didn't find gold, we still had a great time, and that's all we're going out of the end.
How did you go with sandals down this hill?
Practice. So, we're on the trail down to where we think there might be some gold, and I found this rock I wanted to show you guys. So, if you look closely here, you can see this is granite on both sides, and this in the middle is a chunk of quartz. This is called a quartz intrusion. It's where quartz kind of pushes its way into the rock. These little black things here, these are iron ore, and this is what winds up in the creeks as black sand. And in and around here is where you would see gold sticking. If there was gold in this rock, it would be kind of like on the edges of the black, usually up against the iron. So this is a very promising place to find gold, but this rock doesn't have any, but we're going to see if we can find some down the road a little ways. It's a good sign. So here we are coming up on the cave on the right. Right there. Down over there is the river. More like a creek, actually. And then this is jungle on all sides. So, we're here at this cave that, legend has it, the Spaniard who used to live here dug this cave out and had gold here. No one knew where the cave was until recently. And the brother of the owner talked to the servant who used to work for the old Spaniard guy, and he showed him this cave after he became friends with him after a long time. So no one has actually prospected in here for a long time. So we're going to go in there and see what's happening. Do not try this at home. Do not go into caves without having basic knowledge of what you're doing. Do not try this at home. That's worth saying twice.
Está bonito, tamaño, a ver.
Murciélagos, bats. Stalagmites. Look at the ceiling. Yeah. That little bat right there. Look at the wall of this cave right here. See this right here? That's gold, guys. Right there, that's gold.
It's amazing. It's like a franjas lo muestran, vea. Pues
That's a pretty rich vein too. So apparently this was a pretty big gold mine that somebody abandoned, probably because he just got old and couldn't work it anymore. Bats have made it their home now, and some interesting weeds there. Some gigantic spider-looking things. Don't know what it is, I'm not going to pet it. They must have followed the slope up here because this goes almost straight up to more bats. And there's another entrance back behind me where Jimmy is. This stuff right here is this is the gold vein. You can see how white the quartz is here, and it's got a lot of iron chunks in it. This is the stuff that they were processing up. Most gold ore is not actually good enough to see gold in it. We got lucky that first time there and saw a little bit gold crusted on it, but the vast majority of gold that's mined in the world is not visible. It's locked up in other compounds, and you can't actually see it. You see they traced this one vein all the way up over there and then back down the other side. And they would not have done this kind of work if there wasn't some gold in it, so this is exciting. So we need to take some samples and get out here and see what we can find. There's a river outside, and there's a good chance the gold that came out of here or from the tailings or whatever went up in the river. So there might be quite a bit of gold in the river. Actually, it would be a lot easier to get at than hard rock mining. As someone once told me, hard rock mining is hard work. Wow, he really looks nasty. Let's not touch him. A whole family of bats. Okay, so we went through the cave, and it's actually a mine. The whole thing has been man-made. And I didn't see much actual, big gold that you could see, because in a mine you almost never do. But I did take quite a few samples out of the gold veins that had ore in them, and I'm going to take them back to the house and sample them. So for right now, we're done in the mine. We're going to hike back out of here. It's about a 45-minute hike, and it's a pretty stiff jungle. And it was really exciting going through there and seeing what's inside the cave. Of course, getting out on the trail can be a little bit more challenging than it looks.
I'm from Jersey, okay? Well, people don't laugh.
Dog wants back down. All the guys want to go up. Go, Johnny, go!